Hello, good day. Today we're going to talk about slope of a line. The slope of a line is a measure of the incline of the line. The slope is a number which indicates both the direction of the line and the steepness of the line. The slope means the steepness of a line. The bigger the slope, the bigger the steepness. The slope of a line can be computed by m equals to rise over run. This means vertical change equals to over horizontal change. Or it can be change in y coordinate over change in x coordinate. Okay, remember, the value of the slope tells the trend of the graph. Okay, I have a graph here. In the graph, usually in finding the slope of the graph, we will use this formula, rise over run. So to find for the rise, you have to count how many steps going up. That is for the rise. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 steps or counts before turning right. If you turn right, that means that our run is positive. Okay. Let's say, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Okay. Our run is 7. So this is now our slope for this graph. 8 over 7. Which means that if m is greater than 0, our slope is greater than 0. This means that the graph is increasing from the left to the right. So it is uptrending, increasing. Why increasing? Because if you look at the value of x from 0 is increasing up to this point, Okay, that is about this graph. Okay, next graph. Okay, same, we are going to use this formula. The formula, this one. Okay, so as you can see that this graph is opposite to the previous graph. Okay, so let us find how many counts or the value of a rise. Okay, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the rise is equivalent to 6. Now, from that rise, we are turning left. So that means the value of our run is negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the value of our run is 9, negative 9, or negative 2/3. Then, if the value of our slope is negative, that means that the graph is decreasing from the left to the right if your slope is less than 0. Negative 2 over 3 or negative 2/3 is less than 0. That's why our graph is decreasing from the left to the right. Okay. Next. Again, we will use this formula for this graph. As you can see that the graph is a horizontal line. Okay, let's find what is the rise and run of this graph to know its slope. Okay, is there a rise for this graph? The rise is 0. Okay, how about the run? So I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, our run is 9. So our slope now is equals to 0 over 9 or 0. Okay, if the slope is 0, then the graph is horizontal line. So I mean to say that when you encounter a graph which is a horizontal line, that means that the slope of that graph is 0. Okay, this graph. The graph is a vertical line. Okay, let us know what is the slope of this graph. Okay, what is the rise? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the rise is 5. But the problem here, we don't have run. So 0. So I mean to say that our slope is equals to 5 over 0. When you divide 5 over 0 is undefined. So I mean to say that our slope is undefined. If the slope is undefined, the graph is a vertical line. So as I said, that when you encounter a graph like this, that means that the slope of that line is undefined. Okay. Okay, the slope of the line passing through 2 points. For example, here we have P1 containing these coordinates y sub 1 and x sub 1 and y sub 1. And for the point 2, we have x sub 2 and y sub 2 is given by this formula. Slope equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Or it can be the slope is equals to y sub 1 minus y sub 2 over x sub 1 minus x sub 2, where x sub 1 should not equals to x sub 2. Why? Why is it that it should be not equal, it should not be that x1 should not equals to y1, y2, x2? Because when you subtract y sub 1 with y sub 2, when they have equal value, the answer is 0. When the denominator is 0, from this formula, the slope becomes undefined. So in this case, we have two formula here. Either of these two can be used to determine the slope. Okay. Problem number 1. Find the slope of the line passing through these 2 points. Okay, here we have 2 points. This one and this one. Let's say this is our P2. Point 2. This is our point 1. Okay. So, from this formula, if that is point 2, so these coordinates, this is our y sub 2, this is our x sub 1, x sub 2. Okay. Let us label in order to for us to. Okay, this is our y sub 2. This is our x sub 1. This is our y sub 2. Y sub 1. This is our x sub 1. Okay. So, as I said, any of these two can be used as point 1 or point 2. It's up to you. Okay. For this, as I labeled it, our y sub 2 is 3 minus y sub 1 negative 4 all over x sub 2 this is x sub 2, sorry, this is x sub 2, so 0 minus x sub 1 negative 2. The answer is 3, then negative times negative 4, that is positive 4, negative times negative 2, that is positive 2. So the answer is 7 over 2. So this is the slope of that graph, which means that m is greater than 0, m is greater than 0, that means that our graph is increasing from the right to the left. Okay? Okay. Next number. Okay. For this number 2, our graph is like this. Okay, let us label this one. This is our this is our P1. This is our P2. Point 2. This is our Y sub 1. This is our X sub 1. This is our X sub 2. This is our Y sub 2. Okay. From the formula, we will substitute to find its slope. Okay. Our Y sub 2 is 1 minus Y sub 1, which is 5, over Y sub X sub 2, which is 6, minus is X sub 1, which is 0. So the answer is negative 4 all over 6. To reduce it to lowest term, we have negative 2 over 3. This is our slope for this graph, which means that when your m is less than 0, our answer is less than 0 because this is negative 2/3. So this means that the graph will look like a decreasing graph from the left to the right. So as you can see, this is a decreasing graph. Okay. Next problem. Okay. As you can see that our graph is a horizontal graph. Okay. Let's say this is our P1. This is our P2. Point 2. And this is point 2. This is our X sub 2. This is our Y sub 2. And this is point 1. This is our X sub 1. This is our Y sub 1. Okay. So by substitution, we will have this one. Y sub 2 is 4. Minus Y sub 1 is 4 also. X sub 2 is 7. Minus X sub 1, which is 1. So the answer is 0 over 6. Or our m is equals to 0. Okay. When m is equals to 0, that means that your graph is a horizontal graph. So when you encounter a graph look like this, then that means that graph is having a slope of 0. Okay, this one. Find the slope of this graph. Okay, let's say this is your P2. This one P2. This is P1. Okay, this is your X sub 2, Y sub 2. This is your X sub 1, Y sub 2, Y sub 1. Okay. By substitution, we have Y sub 2, negative 5. Y sub 1 is 5. All over X sub 2 is negative 3. Minus X sub 1, which is 6. Equals to this one. The same sign is negative 10. Also with this one, over negative 9. So our m is equals to 10, positive 10 over 9. So, as I said, that when your slope is greater than 0, the form of your graph is increasing, or the trend of your graph is increasing. Okay. Then, last one. Okay. So, let's say this is your P2. This is your P1. Okay. If this is your P2, this is your X sub 2, this is your Y sub 2. If this is your P1, this is your X sub 1, this is your Y sub 1. Okay. By substitution, we will have Y sub 2 is 4 minus negative 3 for Y sub 1 all over X sub 2 negative 5 minus X sub 1, which is 2. The answer is 4 negative times negative 3, that is positive 3 all over this one negative and negative 2, that is negative 7, equals to 7 over negative 7, or your M is equals to negative 1, which means that when your M is less than 0, your graph is decreasing. The trend of your graph is decreasing. Okay, so I hope you learned something out of this topic, and thank you for watching. I hope this would help you to solve your mathematics subject, especially your module nowadays. Thank you and God bless.